Good morning, I'm JT and this is my corner. It's a pain in the ass to make coffee when you feel like this, but today I'm going to review the 6 coffee pots that I have and give you the pros and cons of each one of them. I am not endorsed by any of these companies. I don't mean to badmouth them if you don't like my review, but I have 6 of them. I used to have 7, but my Keurig died. So I want you to know what I have and how I use them. So this one is the contraption from hell, but it's a single serving Hamilton Beach that I bought in 2021. The great thing about it is you get to choose how much coffee you use. So if you want light coffee, like Elon Musk, you would put a couple scoops of coffee in here. If you want medium coffee, like when Trump spray paints his face with the suntan spray, then you would just brew it regular. And if you want strong coffee, like Wesley Snipes, you would push the strong button right there. The bad thing about this is there's so many steps. Well, it's got these 3 filters, why? And then you have to pour the water in on top here and push the button. I'm going with Trump today. The other thing I don't like about this coffee pot is, if you see, water's coming out the top. I'm not sure what's happening there, but occasionally it blows coffee all over everywhere. See? Look. Why? What's going on here? I'm not liking it. Second coffee pot. This is called a Chulux, and this is the girly man coffee pot. This is the coffee pot that you buy when you first move out of your mom's basement and you want it to match your dishes. Takes a pod, so you have to put the pod in here. And I bought this also on Amazon for about 30 bucks. I guess you're supposed to put cold water in here. Then you have to lock it. And now this coffee pot is very hot. The coffee is so hot that you have to wait till it cools down to drink it. If nothing else, the noise will wake you up in the morning. So those of you that like to grind your coffee, I have an ancient grinder here. This came from my dad. I think back in the day, they used to grind their coffee beans and their crack in the same little thing. So that's good. But nowadays we use these, which is pretty good. It's pretty cool. The problem is I brought too small of a grinder. And so I can only make like 1 cup at a time because, you know, I'm like crazy like that. It takes 4 hours to grind a whole bag. But all right. This is a single serving French press. You see a pattern here? Single, 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 single. Story of my life. This one, I used to love to drink the coffee from this because when I was growing up, my dad had one that you actually were able to put on top of the stove. This one has a plastic ring, and so it's again a 2-step. You put the coffee in here, and then you have to put this in and wait like 7 minutes for the coffee to, I guess, blend in with your water. After 7 minutes, you take your press and you push it down, and the grind stay on the bottom and the coffee goes on top. This is actually good for like after dinner when you're talking to friends and you have time for it to gel or melt or whatever it does. Okay, this one is a single serving, again with the single serving. The good thing about this is it's about $39 and it comes in different colors and different styles, so it's kind of a, you know, fun thing to have. The way that this one works is, okay, you pour the water in here. Water, you can put cold water. I just have this handy, so I'm doing it like that. You put your coffee in this little container, and this is good for like espresso, Cuban coffee, things like that. It will put hair on your chest, I guarantee you. So, and then you put it on the stove like that. So what happens is the water from the bottom moves up to the top through the coffee, and it makes very, very strong coffee. So if you need hair on your chest, this would be the coffee pot to do it. And we could actually watch it brew up. Still waiting. And this is why I don't use it, because it takes forever. I don't have that kind of time in the morning. All right, so it's finally brewing out, coming up the top. Let's see how. Of course, you got to keep the lid on. Ooh. And you can actually smell the burnt coffee. Yum. It kind of smells like burnt rubber, but the coffee is very good. Aluminum stove percolator. This one I used when we went camping. The way that this one works, for all you newbies, is you pour cold water in here. However, and this makes up to 9 cups. And you put the top on, like that. And then you put this on the stove also. The thing about this coffee pot is that you can watch it come up the top, and so you can control how dark or how light you want it. You can go anywhere from Elon to Trump to Wesley Snipes just by watching this little top. So while we're waiting on the aluminum one, I got this little Migoo coffee pot. It's one that you're supposed to be able to take it on the go. It comes with a bag. And so with this, you pour your water in here, like all the coffee pots. And this is like to go. And this one was like 60 bucks. And I've only used it one time, and I'm not really sure why. Close it. Let's see. On off feature. 1, 2, 3, T. Okay, we're gonna go with that. We have our percolator. Okay, while we're waiting for the percolator, this little coffee pot is done. And apparently you can pour out the coffee without taking the lid off. We'll see. Let's see if I can't pour it without burning myself. That's pretty cool. Coffee's good. It smells good. This is the story of my coffee pots. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.